I'm here with my pop today, and as a little early Father's Day present, we're gonna install this KINGGERI roof rack system for his BMW X3. Now they sent this over to me to install, and we're gonna check it out. This will fit all BMW X3s from the year 2018 to 2026. So let's get this thing unpacked and see what it comes with. Okay, so here we go, we'll unbox this. Comes with an instruction manual, shows you all of the details, everything it comes with. Comes with the front crossbar, the rear crossbar, a hex socket wrench, a key to lock it. Comes with the bolts, the Allen key, the instructions, and spare parts. So let's dig in. So first, everything is packed so nicely in here. So this is what attaches to the crossbars, and we'll show you here up on the X3 here. If you look. So what it's going to do is it's going to clamp around here. Okay, so we've got nice solid design. Now I can tell you, I have the Thule system on my X5, and I can tell you in comparison, this feels just as sturdy to me as we start unpacking it, and even better, the Thule did not come labeled with which side that they are. So this is left and right. This is actually really great. Really well packed. We got 2 left, 2 right. Here's all the hardware we're gonna need. The hex, the locking key, there's an Allen wrench, and all the bolts we'll need. And here are the crossbars. I mean, honestly, this feels very similar to the Thule, and it's a fraction of the cost. Now, it's very important, if you look at, can we get a cross-section view here? We want to see, by the direction, you can see which side, this is going to be facing the front of the car, this side, where it tapers back. And this is to help with the wind and with noise. So let's finish unpacking this, and we'll get it installed in the car. Okay, so we have the front and the rear, and yeah, so exactly as I thought. Now if you look here, we're gonna line them both up. You can see the difference. The one in the rear is gonna be shorter. The one in the front is a little bit longer, and that's just because of the shape of the X3, its roof. So we have a front, rear, and these are all the parts we have. And honestly, like this, all pre-assembled, all these bits. I had to put all these together for the Thule one, which actually I'll link that video at the end of this if you want to check it out to see the difference. But so far, I mean, just feeling this, it's very, very sturdy. Feels great. So as you see in the instructions here, you see the shape, and that matches here. So unfortunately, my microphone cut out over here, and then after this whole take, actually my camera overheated. It was almost 100 degrees out this day. So we are going to have a voiceover here, and then in a bit there will be a switch to my iPhone camera, so I apologize for that. Right here though, we're prepping the side pieces. So we're using the key to take off the covers and just to get them ready so that we can attach them to the vehicle. Now, the beautiful thing about these pieces is everything is labeled so wonderfully. So on the exterior, you can see the white label up on the piece there. That actually says left and right. And on the inside here, there's an L and an R in the other piece, just so you know, matching up which one goes to which. There's no trying to, figure it out while you're there. And you can see there's like the wider side and then the tapered side. So it looks like an airplane wing. So the wider side does go towards the front of the vehicle. And again, this is really well labeled on the piece itself. There's a white piece of tape on the bottom there, shows you which one goes towards the front of the vehicle. What I'm doing here is I'm going to take the bolt, and on the other side here, you can even see there's an R printed in the plastic of this as well. So it's labeled so many places. I'm tightening these bolts to about 80 to 90% right now, almost all the way in, just a little bit of play so that I can slide it back and forth to adjust for the proper width to match the vehicle. And then I'll do the final tightening when it's actually installed up on the vehicle. Doing the left side here. This is another tool that comes with it to tighten these on. So they were really loose when I got them, so I'm just making sure they're not, coming off. I'm pointing out here the wider side versus the more tapered side, showing that this goes towards the front of the vehicle. Now here we've got the A pillar, which is the windshield, and then the next one back between the front and back seat, that's the B pillar. So this is calling for us to install it over the B and the C pillars. And if you're not aware which ones the pillars are, based on your vehicle, starting at the windshield, that's the A pillar, and then each pillar that you go back, that's A, B, C, D, E, depending upon how large a vehicle you have or small of a vehicle. So this part here, I'm going to kind of set up the rear crossbar as well. And I'm just gonna throw this into a time lapse for you, so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing in real time. So these crossbars, as I said, they're really great. You can order them on Amazon. I will have a link in my description. Now, KINGGERI did send these to me for free to test out, so I just want to make that clear. But I really do think they're just as strong and great as the tool A set that I bought for my own vehicle. Here we go. My dad and I are installing it over the C pillar right now. Looking great. And it even shows you on the diagram. Okay, these are almost all the way tightened, as I said. Now my dad is doing the final tightening to get these to 100% tightened. Let me show you. Our cameraman, Julian, my boy. Doing a great job, dude. And as I tighten these finally, you know what I can say here. It's official. That ain't going nowhere. So this thing is really, it's on here, it's tight. And the beautiful thing about this setup is that, sorry, we had to switch cameras. We got overheated on the first one, so we're switching cameras over here. The beautiful thing about this system is all the pieces where it connects to the car, they've got a rubber lining on the inside. So when it connects to your metal, the rubber connects here and it's like, it creates some really nice friction, and also it's not gonna scratch your car. So if you have to move the, say like you upgrade from a 2020 to like a 2025 X3, you can move this system over to your new vehicle, and it's easy, it comes apart, and really, even if you lose this is a standard size tool. You could just, if you have it in your tool set, you could just take it off and use it. All right, so these are fully locked on. I'm gonna go ahead with my X, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tighten underneath the final bit here. Fully tighten these. Now this bit, my instincts were to tighten it fully off the car, but it suggested doing it while on the vehicle. And while it's possible, it might have been easier to do this while off. So maybe it'd be possible to set the width as you need it and then tighten them. But then again, you are running the risk of, you know, if it doesn't fit perfectly. But here we are. So I've tightened that, it wasn't too bad. And that thing is fully locked on. I'm gonna go around and do all the different sides. I'm gonna go around and do all 4, and then I'll come back. All right, these are all installed. These things are locked to this car. They're not going anywhere. So these tools, we're gonna hand them over to Pop. Pop, these are yours now. So if you need to move that to a new car, you got the tools to do it, right?
That's right.
All right, so let's put these caps back on real quick. Julian, can you help out with that? Okay, let's get the 4 of these. You can just leave the key right in there.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so let's see. Now we just need to figure out left and right.
Okay, so this one's the right.
Let's see, does it fit over there?
Right. So which one's the right?
These are labeled as left. So no, this is the left side, so let's come over to the right. Okay. So it should just snap right on.
It does. All right, now let's just tighten these.
Let's wait, let's just make sure it pushes, yep, pushes straight on, clicks right in easily, and put it in the locking position. And look at that. Julian, here's the next right. So look at this, that's labeled as right. Okay, next one. So right now it's in the unlock position. Wait. Sorry, I've got a little more height than you. Okay.
That one's good too.
Okay, get the 2 left.
We gotta peel these off.
You gotta peel the satisfying blue
I
label.
forgot to do that one.
Oh, can you do that one too?
Sure.
Okay. Don't litter.
Ooh, it's really easy to peel off too.
Okay. Is it satisfying?
Yeah, it is. So this one's a left.
Okay. Key in. Hans, can you help you just get it in there? Okay, got it?
Nope.
Nope, hold on. Oh, no, the top is not. Is this still unlocked? Leave it unlocked? All right, so you can see there's 3 little plastic tabs right here, and there's 3 little slots. So you've got to make sure you go into those slots, and then it pops on very easily once you get them on there. Okay?
Not strong enough.
Got it?
Nope.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on, there we go, because it wasn't clicked fully. There we go. And the last one. I want you to step up on the thing here. All right, you see the 3 little tabs on top?
Yep.
You see the 3 little tabs? Make sure they stick into the top. Once you get those in, then you can click on the bottom. It's in the unlocked position still, right? The key?
No, it's in the left.
Oh, see, there you go. That's not good. You gotta make sure it's in the unlocked position first. 3 little tabs, and then the bottom.
All the way, yep.
And how's that?
Good.
Okay. Let's see. How can we test the weight on these?
Come on, here.
All right, guys. So that's it. We're fully installed. It went on, I'd say maybe 20 minutes maximum to have the full installation. Very easy to do. Great materials. So what's left to do? I mean, we have to put something up there, right? And I don't see any building materials or any furniture right now. What do we have that we could test that's not too heavy but not too light?
What are you looking at me for?
Let's try it. Let's throw Julian up there. Can you see how that's? Julian's about 70 pounds.
Alright, now fully on.
That's 70 pounds up there. You good?
This is honestly really comfortable.
That's the
This
aluminum
is like
crossbar.
normal ground.
All right, come on down.
Nice and good.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. We appreciate you watching. I'll have this link down in my description if you want to pick one up for yourselves. So as I said, yeah, just for the cost, for the materials, I would say I'm going with the KINGGERI over the Thule. It's about a fifth of the cost. And so far, I mean, just it seems like, you know, equal construction. So thanks a lot. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Do you have this? Do you have the Thule? Which one do you prefer? And again, I want to just thank my pops for coming on the video. Happy Father's Day. Love you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Love you.
All right, enjoy it.
Love my Julian too.
All right, come on over, Juge. All right, so
Here we are.
here we are. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next video.
Yeah.
Bye.